Alright, this one is live. Y'all can see and hear my lovely, beautiful, wonderful voice. And y'all can hit that motherfucking like button so I could... Yeah, shit. Oh, wait, the clap. I had to figure out where in the settings it is. I had to play with my settings while I'm like... I'm not gonna say like how I got it, but I allegedly found out that the first 6 episodes of regular show are very easily accessible and watchable. Not in here, some devices, big black deck, accounts, profiles, application, plugins. No, it's none of that. Style, shit. Okay, I was trying to see if I could find the setting real quick, but it is not anywhere in there, so let me just switch it over so y'all can hear me tell y'all about how if y'all hit that like button, I'm gonna hit the button every single motherfucking time. But y'all hitting the like button is not the direct topic that you clicked on this video to yap about, or hear me yap about rather, or hear this gentleman yap about, and I respond to his yapping about it. UFC 6. Now, I haven't seen this individual review of UFC 6, and I'm just gonna go off of what I see, but from what I've heard, it ain't looking too good already. But maybe what I heard wasn't accurate. Maybe I wasn't given full information because I didn't look at an in-depth post. But 2 things. Number 1, making a negatively titled video makes you click faster. And the faster you click, the more I go. Because that's good for me. That being said, let's get into this and see, is it actually fucking garbage? Or was I just misinformed? YouTube has been having this weird glitch for like the past year, where sometimes it'll do that. It'll just load a video on 0,
I played the UFC 6 beta for 10 hours, testing all the new features, and here are my thoughts. I was gonna plan out a whole script for this video, guys, but I thought, you know what, that's not authentic. I want to just give my genuine opinion. I've literally been taking notes and shit on this game throughout playing, and I'm just gonna go through them and talk about what I think. Also, to be clear, before I get a million comments saying I'm paid by EA or a shill, I'm not at all. I am a game tester though, but I don't let that hold me back from talking shit about the game if I think it's bad. But I genuinely don't think it's bad. Now, I can't show any gameplay, especially on Twitter. There's a lot of gameplay on Twitter, but it's actually NDA.
We're gonna put this on 1.5.
So I can't show.
Don't ask me why it's going fast. It's because I put it in 1.5. It's because I put it in 1.5. Put in a video on 1.5. That's why it's fast.
Yeah, I need to go outside. Everyone is saying it looks like UFC 5 or plays like UFC 5. It is nothing like you. I don't see where that's coming from. Everyone that's saying it plays like or looks like UFC 5 hasn't played the game. They've only given us 5 middleweight fighters, which is really annoying because I want to try more styles because everyone has unique animations. Can't say much, but I know more than the beta, and it is insane how everyone is unique animated. Like, it's unbelievable.
That's why I
think they actually added Brendan Allen there as well, so there's 6 fighters now. I don't know why Brendan Allen's been added. That is the weirdest decision ever. So yeah, a lot of gameplay has been leaked, and I do have to say, looking at it from an outside view, if you haven't played it, it does look bad. It does look bad, I will say that. But it's people using the default camera, which I think is really shit. I think the default camera, I spoke to the EA guys about this at the time, and they were like, yeah, no, they're trying to get like this new view, like a new game. I just put the wide camera on straight away, and it plays so much better. Fighting like MVP, who's in the game, is the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. If you actually...
That's one thing I do agree with. UFC over Fight Night, I feel it always had a better camera. Because don't get me wrong, the camera in Fight Night, which for those of y'all who don't know, the DNA of UFC is literally Fight Night with takedowns in terms of the systems they have in a game and whatnot. But I've always thought the camera in Fight Night was serviceable and that the UFC camera was way better. So for them to stray away from one of their biggest strengths, I don't know. Because one thing I did notice when I watched the original trailer, I didn't do it on stream, but the number one thing I noticed is it feels like the camera they have now is like the person who's recording is like this against the wall, scared to record, or they got Alzheimer's and all types of arthritis in their wrist, they hand doing this the whole time while they record. And I'll be looking like, yo bro, just record the fucking gameplay. Like, put that bitch on a tripod, on a zoom pan or something. Like, damn bro, why you gotta move the camera so much? What are you trying to distract me from?
spend the time to try learn it. He has a signature movement that if you use R1, if you're on PlayStation and flick the right stick up, he does this. I'm gonna do it right now, but he does this walk with his hands down, you know, like this, where he turns his back. If you watch an MVP fight, he kind of lunges out of the way like this. He does that in the game, and it's unbelievable. The way you can evade strikes with him and then hit them with the straights down the pipe is just.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. He basically has an evade maneuver.
It's terrifying. I have squealed countless times. I honestly don't really want to talk about that part of it, but I kind of have to. It's simply because of the new.
I wonder if everybody in the game is gonna have like unique mechanics. Like for example, he mentioned that his signature move was he puts his hands behind his back as a evade mechanic. Because if I feel like every fighter has a unique mechanic or a unique skill or ability, or even if it's a couple unique types that they use to switch it up and make it so that everybody isn't just playing the same, I think that will be a good thing. Because one complaint I've always had about UFC is after you understand like the basic, hit them in the head and they pretty much instantly go to sleep and you pretty much instantly win. Once you understand that, UFC pretty much becomes a button mash fest or everybody like this, just blocking high, taking stomach shots, because you could take infinitely more stomach shots than headshots. Like that shit gets real boring in terms of the neutral and the meta and the way that you fight in the game. And being that UFC is played by ball and gun gamers, they don't like to think for themselves. Everybody will play the exact same fucking character the exact same fucking way and do the exact same combos and moves. So I want to know, what are they doing, not only in terms of encouraging you to play different characters, but balance wise, like what's the balance looking like? Which, to be fair, he can't really speak on the balance because, like he said, he only had access to 6 middleweights.
Flow state system that's in the game. The best way of describing it is like an ultimate ability. All it is, for example, Alex Pereira, his flow state is called Tiger, and all curve shots, so hooks, uppercuts, body shot, like uppercuts and hooks, are completely boosted. It's terrifying. He's so good.
Okay.
What though is that it's forcing you to use the fighters the way they're meant to be used, because to build your flow state, which is really good, you build it faster by using their top strikes and their top moves. So Alex Pereira, for example, has a perk called Reaper. What it is if the other fighter's backing up, if you catch them as they're walking away from you with a kick, like the logo of it's like a hook, and it makes perfect sense because you're like hooking them back in with a kick when they're trying to exit. If you guys are trading and then on the way out, boom, you hit him with a leg kick, it boosts your flow state, and also it's a perk, so it's better for Alex Pereira to do that.
Okay, that's a W. That's what I was looking for. Something to make UFC not just, like I said, you just punch, you just go for the headshots, go for the headshots, go for the headshots. Because like I said, we already know as soon as this game comes out, somebody's gonna find some broken tech with one character and everybody's gonna be running that character because niggas don't like to think for their fucking selves. But like, before we get to that point, when it comes out on day one and it's still fun and it's not everybody spamming the same exact damn thing, I want to know, what is the game going to be like in terms of neutral and stuff like that when you're not playing with loser ass sweat niggas. And it sounds like they have mechanics in there that actually reward skill and understanding fighters' strengths and weaknesses and what they're good and bad at in their moveset. So that's W number 1 for UFC. I feel like it neutrals out because they was in a negative with that camera, with the new camera that they was doing, and he even said like, yeah, that new camera, the angle they doing, that shit is fucking terrible. He was like, yo, I reached out and told, y'all need to change that shit. That shit sucks. But if they go back to like the regular UFC camera, that's like one of the better realistic fighting sim cameras on the market, period. And if this mechanic works as intended, as he's explaining it, this shit is neutral. It's 1-1 right now. Game up, ball in your court, ball up top, dog.
Which is really cool because it is Robert Whittaker's main flow state perk. So when you enter flow state with Robert Whittaker, the kicks at the end of the combos and stuff, catching them is just so unbelievable. It does a lot of damage. There has been 5 fighters. I haven't really used Hamza as much because there's no new grappling, honestly. The grappling's the exact same, which I don't like. There's a new cage, like butterfly position though, which
I like the grappling.
So there is some.
Well, the last UFC I played was
I haven't really tried it simply because I don't know how to do it, and there's no like move button set. Like they're not telling us any moves. I like betas. They're really fun. They can be very glitchy. That's another thing, is like there's a lot of glitching going on with some shots and some takedowns and all. So there's definitely a lot of bugs they need to fix. But I'm a game tester. Also the community can.
Yeah, I will say that is one thing that ruined the last couple UFCs, especially UFC 5. Like UFC 5 on launch was so glitchy, I don't even know if it ever recovered, because like you punch somebody and their fucking skull would fly to the back of the ring, but the rest of their body would be in the ring, and then their skeleton would face through the wall. Like all types of goofy ass glitches would happen. So like, I do want to know how much QA and testing they're actually gonna do, and how much time are they giving people to actually like fix stuff. Because if this beta came out within, let's say, the last month, right now it's the 11th of May as I'm recording this. Hold on, can I bring down my calendar down here? Yeah, as I'm recording this, it's the 11th of May, and this shit is supposed to drop sometime in like the middle of June. So that's like 3-4 weeks to bug test and bug fix and stuff like that. And what I always say with betas to games is, I don't like when a game has a beta and the game is coming out 1, 2, 3 months down the line. I like to see alphas and betas for games a year before release. Like, this shit ain't coming out till next year, and we'll have in private betas where we're letting content creators talk about it. That's what I like to see. This shit is getting betas and it's about to come out in a month. Whatever glitches you see in there, now they 2-1, because whatever glitches you see in there might just be a good handful of those being release glitches.
Can report feedback back to them, so I'm sure they're gonna fix that all. I hope it is EA after all. What I love is the heavy, fast, and efficient strikes I've seen. So
that just backs up what I was saying even more. See how as soon as I said the last UFC dropped glitchy as fuck, and I paused and talked about the glitches, he said it is EA, so you can report it all you want, but they might just not have enough time to do anything.
For example, DDP Drickus, he has a fast body uppercut. That's one I've actually really liked. So if I jab them, I can go bang really fast. He's not winding it up like a big heavy shot. He's more just sticking it into them really fast, and that's how he does it in real life. So it's cool that they've added that. But then like, his rear roundhouse to the head is heavy, because in real life we all know he wings that shit from, like, you know, Drickus by plot armor type shit, goofy looking head kick, and he does that in the game. But it means that fast punches probably do less damage but are faster, like, and it's more realistic to the fighter. And then heavy punches take longer to throw, or more telegraphed, but will do a shit.
Fork found in kitchen, like what?
And then efficient was the other one, which I'm still trying to learn, but his cross, like his straight, was efficient, and it's because Drickus in real life's constantly hitting them with straights down the pipe. And I think efficient might mean that it might not take a lot of stamina or something, and you can throw it a lot, and it'll just be consistent. I think that's what it means. But I really like that they've specified and made a difference between like fast, efficient, and heavy. About the flow states, yeah, we've seen 5 fighters, or Brendan Allen now, I'm sure hasn't.
One thing I also do want to know is, is there gonna be like an informational spread, layout page, whatever, etc., where they actually explain this shit, or are you just gonna have to magically figure out this shit? Because they might see his signature moves as one thing, and the people who's playing might see his signature moves as another thing. So if you kind of just have to fucking guess all this shit, that's one thing I do want to know. Like, how well are they gonna be informing people on everybody's mechanics? Like, what's that move list page looking like?
Alex Pereira's terrifying, like I said earlier, but it's kind of like he should be busted because he's Alex Pereira. The flow states overall are visually a bit,
also, is the overall system coming back?
It's a video game. Everyone has different opinions. It's a video game in my opinion. It should be fun. I like arcadey stuff. I do think for betas, especially like FIFA, UFC 5, I think UFC 4. No, I wasn't here actually for UFC 4 beta. What am I talking about? UFC 5 beta though, it was a lot faster than what happened or what the game was when it came out. So I think they're going to do the same. That they've sped up the beta and that the main game's going to be a little slower probably. The impacts and the punches are unbelievable as well. I really like that you can completely clean them down the pipe. Like it will really
UFC
impact them. Such impact as well. It's really good.
I remember 3. I liked how fast it was.
This game. MVP's a lot better than he should be though, than he is in real life in the game. Oh, he's so fun. He's so unique. I think the spins and stuff are a lot harder. It's kind of like the controls are like a mix of UFC 4 and 5, which I like. It feels a bit more challenging to throw crazy shit. Like you really have to prepare to throw it, which kind of makes sense. So I like that. I'm just looking at my notes here. Grappling hasn't changed much at all. The controls are different. Reach is cracked. Oh, the crowds chant the name, which is really cool. I like that. When I was playing as Alex Pereira, the crowd's going Chama, 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 which is a little funny detail. I like that. I like that a lot. And finally, what I wanted to talk about, and I'm not sure other creators might talk about this. Everyone's been diving into the gameplay, but I went through the menus and everything's blocked except another game mode that I don't think anyone is talking about. They probably are talking about it, but I don't know. That is gym. It's a whole new kind of system that the game has called gym, right? I first seen gym and that you hire trainers and stuff and thought, oh, for fuck's sake, what have they done? Yeah, what have you done? But it actually is really, it's just such a simple aspect I really like. In your gym, right? Put simply, you have trainers, right? You have your gym, you have your roster of UFC fighters, and you can hire fighters to come to your gym, and you basically have them unlocked. Now you have that fighter in your gym.
I also want to know, are they bringing back the custom character thing? Because I feel like that matters a lot.
But you unlock trainers by leveling up just by playing the game in any game mode. The more trainers you get, the better they are, or like the higher level they are, and the better they are at getting a fighter. That's how I'm gonna explain it. For MVP, for me to unlock him into my gym, which I'm gonna explain what happens by the way when you get them in your gym. It's really simple and I really like it. For me to get MVP in my gym, I can try go for him and try get him, like unlock him in my gym, but it's like 5% chance that I get him if I try to unlock him, right? But if I play fights against MVP, if I win fights with MVP in any game mode, all of a sudden I'm completing his challenges and it's making him easier to unlock. If I try get him, it'll be like you send your trainer to try get him and you pretend you have like a 60% chance to unlock him. But what I really like is, so I got MVP eventually. I did some like I met the criteria. Basically, that's the right words to get him. I got my trainer in the gym to unlock him, and now on my account forever, I have MVP in my roster. Basically, not that type of roster. And what it is every time I use MVP, I level him up and get an actual level now. So you know they have your account level. Your fighters now have a level, and it is not stat based at all. It's only cosmetics, and this is what I love. By leveling up MVP, I unlock.
Okay, I was about to say what does it affect? Because I will, if he didn't say that, I was about to be like, oh my fucking god, is this 2K? Is this like how 2K VC, you gotta create builds with your fighters and shit like that? But If it's just cosmetics, then that's a W, I guess. That's a W, I guess.
Like different shorts for maybe different versions of them. They talked about alter egos being changed to skins. I think the skins aren't going to be stat based, they're just going to be appearance based. So maybe if you level up Alex Pereira enough, you unlock like him from a different fight or something, if you get me. And what I love is like when you fight against someone and they have a really high ranked Alex Pereira, you can tell because they obviously are ranked like 20 on them. You can see the badge. Maybe they have a different alter ego look version of them. They have different shorts on them. You know, maybe their banner's Alex Pereira. You unlock a lot of cosmetics dedicated to that fighter. And if I read it right in the gym, this is for every single fighter in the game when it launches. Boys, we are getting a level max 100 Sam Alvey if he's in UFC 6. Like, this is going to be unbelievable. But overall, guys, the UFC 6 beta, this was just a chatting video, pretty easy video. I think the beta, I really like it. I can understand if you don't like it. There's definitely things that if you are looking for a certain type of game, you might not like.
Okay, so out of what he said, just to distill it down, the positives I'm getting is that in terms of gameplay, they added a new major mechanic that rewards skill, and in terms of the punches and strikes, they've added more, I don't want to say balance, but for lack of better words, they've balanced it out so that instead of you just punching people in the face until they go to sleep, or just grabbing them so that their arms can't go up all the way and then punching them in the face, they're making actual rewards for using different types of strikes, especially when a certain fighter has a special type of strike that they're good at. They reward you for playing neutral for those moves specifically. I like that idea and those two mechanics, but number one is EA, so we already know they're gonna microtransaction the fuck out of it. And number two, I don't know if y'all picked up on this as hard as I did, but again, he said the shit was very glitchy. And let me remind you, when I'm recording this, it is 5/11, the 11th of May, and this shit comes out in June sometime, the middle of June, I believe. Even if it's late June, that's still about a month to bug test and bug fix with internal QA testing and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Some of that stuff will probably get fixed here and there, but largely, I'm predicting that shit will not be fixed. It will be the exact same shit when the game comes out. Moving on to different topics. GTA 6 hopefuls encouraged by Sony to upgrade to PS5 now. Knowing who I am, y'all know I'm gonna have fun with this one, but let's read through the article first. PlayStation is writing to PS4 owners, blah blah blah, seemingly targeting players with GTA 6 on their wish list and PS4 players who spent a lot of time with GTA 5. PlayStation's brief message reads, okay, where is it? I mean, I could kind of surmise most of that. I want to see the picture itself. Grand Theft Auto is on your wish list. Get a PS5 today and be ready for when GTA 6 launches on November 19th. Blah, blah, blah. Upgrade now to PS5. Which one do I want to use to go on this rant for? I'm going to use this one. I'm going to, hit that zoom button. You know exactly what move. Actually, we're gonna go with breaking news first. Breaking news! If you wait, hold up. I got y'all. If you want to play Grand Theft Auto 6 and you still on PS4, Sony told you to upgrade. And to me, this sounds like breaking news! If you want to play a new game, you should do it on a new console. Oh my gosh, I never would have thought of this. I never would have guessed it. If you want to use new software, you should do it on, not even at this point cutting edge, because the shit is like 6 years old, current edge technology. My mind has been blown. Oh my gosh. Like Sony, I feel like when it comes to ball and gun gamers, they're the only set of gamers that you have to constantly beg to fucking upgrade their shit so that they can get better. Like, when it comes to telling niggas to upgrade to PS4, it's like your homeboy that comes every day and gets punched in the face by his girlfriend that is living on his dime, that is like half his size, you be like, yo, dog, break up with her and kick her out. And he's sitting there, no, I don't wanna. You get to a certain point to where you like, hey man, I tried to help you. It's but so much I could do before I just gotta look at you and say, so you wanna be there. And like, let me go in some more on these fucking PS4. And also, I want to state, because whenever I start talking about the PS4, it's like a lot of you niggas just turn stupid, and I forgot reading comprehension levels are down. So sometimes I gotta state common sense. When I am talking about, wait, hold up. When I am talking about the PS4, I'm not talking about the dude with 3 kids that gotta buy $500 worth of groceries every 2 weeks. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the niggas that got no responsibilities in life but don't want to get a PS5 but want to complain that nothing is coming to their hardware that released in 2013. Do you realize that your console's a goddamn middle schooler? We need the clown music for this nigga. Your console's a middle schooler, nigga. Why do you want GTA 6 to come to that console? You want GTA 6 to come to your PS4 so that as soon as you boot the game up, you gonna hit a PlayStation beep. Your whole neighborhood done blown the fuck up. But back to it. GTA 5 players are so insufferable. Sony themselves have to tell you to get a PS5. Let the PS4 the fuck go. Why are you still sitting there with a PS4? You know what's the only way we could get niggas to get off of PS4? You know what's the only way we could get the PS4 onto the PS5? We need to start teaching more women that if your man got a PS4, he's fucking broke. If you about to give a nigga some cut, ask him to pull up his PlayStation profile and see what console all his game is for. If he got a library full of PS4 games, no PS5 games, you need to close that clamshell and go. Don't give them niggas nothing. Because you know when it comes to the PS4, the only logic they operate off of is, but I still get bitches though, because you know them niggas broke, so you better not say, but I still got money though. Because if you really had money, you'd have a PS5 by now. So their logic is, but I still get bitches though. Bitches need to close their legs whenever they find out that nigga got a PS4. The prerequisite shouldn't be, at least he gonna hit. The prerequisite should be, at least he got a PS5. This nigga, all this nigga play is 2K all day, every day. And because they keep releasing 2K for PS4, this nigga won't get the fuck off PS4. I'm telling you, more the tutis, more the baddies, start telling niggas, before you fuck, I don't care about condoms and none of that. I'm a nasty nigga. I'm gonna raw dog you anyway. I mean, well, other way around. I'm gonna let you raw dog anyway. Download the PlayStation app and sign in. Let me look at your library, nigga. I'm telling you, a lot more niggas' heart will drop to their ass and they will get that PS5 way sooner. You're welcome. I just solved the problem of niggas not upgrading. I just solved it. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm like Mother Teresa or some shit, or Muhammad Gandhi without the racism. I'm telling you, the PS4, they really make me fucking mad. Because the thing about a lot of the PS4 is them niggas don't even be having no bills. Nigga, you got a phone bill and that's it. You ain't got no rent, no none of that. And your hobby is gaming and you don't want to get the latest gaming console. Like, I'm not telling you to upgrade your GPU, CPU every 5 years, every 3 years. It's been 10 years, my nigga. Let it the fuck go. You know what's the difference between, I'm about to drop a gem for y'all. You know what's the difference between loyalty and being stuck in a past? Being stuck in a past means that you can't let go of something that's hurting you. Loyalty means you're sticking by somebody because you respect them. You're not loyal to that PS4. You're stuck in a past. Mentally, you're still 16. You're still jumping down with a parachute in a tomato town. Grow up, nigga. And again, because I have to say this, when I'm talking about the PS4, I'm not talking about the people who are in college. They're a broke college student that can't even play their console anyway, so they just play their PS4 to kill time sometimes in between classes to relax. And they don't have money to afford a PS5. I'm not talking about you niggas. I'm talking about the niggas that could have the money, but because they're fucking stupid and all they do is buy 2K VC, they don't.
Get the fuck out of here!
But moving on to my next topics and the next things on the agenda. Invincible versus Deluxe Edition content improved and some DLC cost and prices decreased from player feedback. Yeah, I was going to talk about this, but I looked at the PSN store and I don't fucking notice. I still see $10 skins. Get them niggas out of here. This one, control, I kind of just wanted to look at because it looked kind of fucking cool. Like, if you're also looking forward to 007 First Light, this controller looks cool as fuck. Just kind of wanted to show it off because it looks fucking fire. And we appreciate the arts around this bitch. I wanted to talk about this, but this is something I kinda want to quickly go over. The Mixtape Studio says the game has no streamer mode because its licensed music is its soul. A number of modern games feature a streamer mode, one of those being Lost Records Bloom and Rage, in their settings, which removes licensed music or replaces it with streaming approved music so that players can stream it on sites like Twitch, free promotion, without being flagged for audio copyright infringement. I'm gonna talk about this in a second. Mixtape, however, which released the day this article was written, didn't have a streamer mode, which may concern some streamers given the game's soundtrack is full of licensed music from the 80s and 90s. The game's developer, Beethoven and Dinosaur, has now posted a statement on Zitter via, okay, let's look at that. Let me see. Maybe they got some type of logic in their shit that that maybe I wasn't considering. Mixtape, why no streamer mode? Okay, that doesn't work like that. So open image and tab, exit out of that. You got a few questions about why Mixtape has no streamer mode. It's a fair question. Mixtape is about music, it's about Devo, it's about Smashing Pumpkins, Lush, and blah blah blah. It's about how you can feel when you listen to Iggy Pop. The characters talk about the songs, the levels are designed around the songs. We couldn't change the songs, we couldn't replace them, we just couldn't. If you wanted to stream Mixtape and cannot because of this, we truly are sorry, but as David Gray says in Shine, your soul is the one thing you can't compromise, but music is the soul of Mixtape. Maybe there's more context, because I'm about to call these niggas fucking stupid in a second. According to the studio, the licensed music is so integral to the game that removing it... Okay, we got a few questions. The characters talk about the songs, the levels are designed... Okay, it just repeats the statement. We're gonna watch that in a second. Where videos... please, let's go to videos so I can pull up this Batman shit. My fucking god. Make it show F-A-T-N. How fucking far back is it? Batman. Okay, so y'all just gonna have to deal with the fucking whenever I talk about it. Because if this shit is longer than 3 months ago, I don't care. Yeah, this shit is 4 days ago. What the fuck? Anyway. Okay. Actually, this is not even something to be mad about. This is a teachable moment. What do I want to play for a teachable moment? I know what I'm gonna play. This is a very teachable moment, I feel like. Because I haven't played Mixtape, right? So I'm not gonna say that the game is ass, but... Okay, let me do it like this. Anyone who wants to stream Mixtape, be warned. You will be getting smacked with the YouTube copyright dick. If you want to make any type of content on Mixtape, just go ahead and throw the idea of making money clean the fuck out the window. Because the developers had this bright ass idea to not include a streamer mode because they don't want to fuck with the soul of the game and blah blah blah. And from an artistic standpoint, I'm not gonna argue with that. I understand that. I get that. I respect that. But if I was a part of the marketing team, I would say, okay, if you're gonna do that, that's fine. Since we have the license to use the music commercially, we gotta advertise the life out of this game. There need to be ads on traditional TV, on Twitch, on YouTube. We need to put ads about this everywhere, and we need to make a list of streamers and content creators that we pay to like stream and play this game for X amount of hours or whatever. Because when it comes to making money playing this game as a content creator, it's not viable. And then here's another perspective I want y'all to think about. So when it comes to games in this vein, the main way that games in this vein get advertising is through sites like Twitch, YouTube, so on and so forth. If you play copyrighted music during your stream on YouTube, midstream, suddenly your shit is gonna get straight into the ether. YouTube's gonna hit you with that. Get the fuck out of here! In the middle of whatever what you doing. So you're making it so that people who want to play this game for their audience and share this experience with their audience can't. So that's why I said whatever marketing money y'all have, y'all better double it, because the free marketing that you would get from stuff like YouTube and stuff like that by having a streamer mode, you already threw into the trash. Because one thing I always want to say is I feel like in gaming, well, not even I feel like, there's data to back this up. The two biggest sources of advertisement aren't ads. It's piracy and content creators. And you already took content creators out of the equation. So now the only other form of advertising you have in terms of the top most effective ones is piracy. And piracy is the worst type of advertising in most situations, especially for single player games, because if you pirate a single player game, once you beat that game, that's it. You delete the game, you never think about it, the developer never gets a fucking dime. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying this game is dead, I'm not saying this game is ass, I'm not saying it's bad, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is a stupid ass decision. Because somebody like me who's a smaller content creator who's just gonna get dicked down by the content ID system literally can't play this game. Now to keep it going with some news about games, let's watch this launch trailer for Lego Batman. I'm Batman. Because apparently this comes out either this month or next month. Oh God, I hope this game is less than 10 hours so I could finish, because I'm playing more Mouse PI today. I hope this game is less than 10 hours so I could play this after Mouse PI probably. Because I wanted to play Meat Boy, but I think I missed the mark on that one. Excuse me. I hope that wasn't what I think it is.
More than just a man.
The Flying Grissons. If that's how what they use to explain his costume, that's way better than Batman's dumbass. I want to attract the bullets some explanation. Why you send your son out in the field to get fucking shot with this bright ass yellow birdie ass costume? That's crazy logic when you really think about it. See, this right here, why I be saying that the idea of Batman is fucking crazy. Like, imagine, hold on, let me put it on screen. Where was it? I don't know, I lost my point, fuck it. If it pops back up, I'll say it.
Then he becomes something else. Entirely.
This better not be fucking copyright. This better be like a remix or some shit. I'm seeing a lot of good stuff in terms of gameplay from this game, but I'm not really seeing a lot of good stuff in terms of humor. I feel like this Lego game is about to take itself way more serious. Because like everything I'm seeing about this game, like even in this trailer, I'm seeing is mostly combat based. I haven't seen a single lick of comedy. And when I play Lego mixes to games, that's what I play it for. The comedy, the goofy fun, the simple gameplay where I can kind of just turn off my game and just play the game and do whatever the fuck. And probably throw some co-op in the mix too. Excuse me. I'm totally just beating this shit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just trying not to get a copyright strike. cause me no like.
He thinks he works alone, but there's always someone there by his side.
That woman. I'm not gonna lie, like the graphics in this shit are looking clean. Like I don't care, like I understand why the PC requirements for this game were so high on medium when they were saying you basically need 16 gigabytes of RAM to play this bitch. Which, thank God, I got 32 gigabytes of RAM when I built my PC, because niggas was telling me left and right, oh, all you need is 16, all you need is 16. You niggas wish you would have brought 16 back then, don't you? Bro. Yeah, 522, that's how long ago? I mean, oh my God. This game drops next week? Oh my good. Oh, it's somebody somewhere seizuring. There's no good games to play. Nigga, here's one right here. This finna be an amazing banger. I'm not saying this finna be straight up game of the year, but this will probably take a nomination for action game of the year. Oh my goodness, we just getting blessed. Gym after gym after gym, nigga. This shit looks like it's finna be fire. 007 look like it's finna be fire. Mixtape, even though that game is unstreamable, look like it's finna be fire. Fucking Meat Boy was fire. Goddamn Kyron, don't forget that came out this year. That was fucking fire. Like, oh my God. There's so many amazing, beautiful games coming out every goddamn day. What an amazing time to be a gamer. Give it up for game developers. Banger after banger is dropping all the time. And even if we start counting like indie games or early access games and shit like that, nigga, Slay the Spire is doing crazy fucking numbers. Even though I don't like that game, a lot of people have been loving the shit out of Crimson Desert. Like, oh my God, banger after banger, nigga. Banger after banger, nigga. Gamers are blessed. Like, I remember when I was a jittery, it was hard to find good games to play. Way harder to find good games to play. Nowadays, it's so hard to find a good game to play. Not because there's a bunch of bad games, but because it's really hard to advertise your game and make it stand out against all these other amazing experiences that we got out here now, to the point to where it's like, look, man, niggas wallets is hurting. Niggas is grabbing their side going, every time, every damn month, because there's so many great games to play. That's why I said gamers are starting to be more racist towards what types of games they play, because there's so many great games out. You got but so much time, and even if you got all the time in the world, that means you're a broke ass PS4 nigga, so you know you ain't got the fucking money to buy all this shit. So you gotta compromise somehow. Alright, I'm gonna take a break for a few seconds. I just thought about it. I forgot to look up and do this shit where I find out how to play clips. So I'm gonna just drink some water and let the music play for a moment, so that when I clip this up, it's easier to find where to chop at. I'm gonna come back to that screen after I take my water and take a little second to scroll. I just realized I have my music on dumb loud. Whoops. Do I have my filters on though? Okay, yeah, my filters were on. I just have my music dumb loud. Whoopsie. Hope the audio mix wasn't bad back there and that last time. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, first thing we want to talk about, and today I got a lot of news pertaining to AI, because my profound, complicated relationship with AI deepened even more. And just to be transparent before this video starts, I don't hate everything moving that's AI. I just hate when people try and use AI to replace people instead of hiring qualified niggas, because I'm under NDA, so I can't say. But I did a studio visit to an advertising agency, like the part of it that creates the video and whatnot. And I remember, because I've done studio visits at several other agencies, that have talked about their process in terms of advertising. But this last studio I went to, and like I talked about it with the other people I went there with, and we were all equally uncomfortable with how much they were saying AI this, AI that, AI this, AI that. Because the thing about AI when it comes to replacing people's jobs is I don't think a lot of people really realize that it's a matter of convenience that replaces people's jobs without you noticing. So here's an example I'll give. A studio that I went to said that they use AI to come up with concept art to make it like streamline the process of being able to make a model, a character for a commercial they was doing way easier. And in that conversation, I noticed the nigga never said we have concept artists, because if you have a concept artist, you would never use AI to make concept art. Message. Another thing I noticed is there was a point where the dude was talking about coding, and they said we don't have any coders on hand, so we just had somebody that was new to coding use AI to code the thing for them. I'm like, nigga, do you not realize what you just said? Instead of hiring a coder, ChatGPT code this for me. They have a term for that, vibe coding. The reason why that's called vibe coding is because you're not coding off of knowledge. You're coding off of, hey, this feels like it'll work. I get the vibe that this could work, so fuck it, let's throw it in. So when it comes to this AI shit, like, don't get me wrong. If we just talk about being able to look up shit on Perplexity, and like if you need reminders for information and stuff like that, cool. But if you use an AI in place of hiring an artist, hiring coders and stuff like that, like, nah. If we talk about using AI to debug code and check for mistakes faster than you could, and use it as like a clanker set of eyes after passing it along to another human, and just using the AI as like a final pass through to make sure that if there's any mistakes that your actual QA coding QA type of team didn't catch, that it catches, okay, that's cool as a pass through. Still let humans look at it, because there's certain shit that it's not going to catch, or that it may incorrectly catch. Like I said, if you're just using it for stupid shit like, oh, what's the name of that one cartoon I used to watch? The cartoon with such and such and such and such. Okay, goofy shit like that, I'm fine with. But if you're using that bitch to generate AI art for like your fucking, I don't know, for YouTube thumbnail, in lieu of learning how to photo edit or hiring an artist, then no, nigga, fuck you. But PlayStation CEO says AI is a powerful tool to make PlayStation the best place to play. Now, I'm 50-50 on this title because I haven't checked out this article yet, but when it comes to AI, I've always said it's a tool. It's not the solution. A lot of people treat AI like it's... Alright, let me put it like this. PlayStation saying they're using AI isn't necessarily a red flag because they're calling it a tool. The thing I always say about it is AI isn't the devil, just like, for example, guns isn't the devil. Yeah, I know guns don't shoot people, people shoot people, people have problems with that. But my overall point is, you can use a hammer to help you build a house, but a hammer isn't going to build a house for you. Most of these niggas using AI expect a hammer to build the house for them instead of aiding them in the process of building the house. It helps you build the house. It does not build the house for you. You do not use a screwdriver to build a computer for you. It aids you in building the computer. You still have to know what components you get. You still have to push that GPU in until it clicks. The screwdriver's not going to jump up and put the thermal paste on the goddamn CPU for you. It's not going to plug them little tiny ass LED cords in for you. It's not going to do none of that shit. When it's time to screw down the PSU in place, that's what the screwdriver does. It screws down the screw so the PSU stays in place. but is it going to properly make sure that you don't stretch your tubes out? Is it going to make sure that you don't have your hard drive loosely hanging around so that anytime you have to move your computer, your shit is going all against the bottom of the computer because your dumbass didn't put it in a rack? No. But when you need to screw down a screw, oh, the screwdriver got you all day, every day. Sony Interactive Entertainment, PlayStation CEO, Hideki, blah blah blah. It's called AI. Blah, blah, blah. Despite evidence from various entertainment industries showing that the use of generative AI and related technologies has led to layoffs, says human creativity must remain at the center. Again, I'd have to actually be there on a day-to-day basis to say if this is actually true, because you can say anything, and always remember, shitty AI right now is at the worst it'll ever be. While adding that AI is a powerful tool but not a replacement for artists or creators sounds good, what does that actually mean? Because like I said, it could be a situation where you're saying, oh, it's not replacing anybody, but you don't realize that you need that type of person on your team, and instead of hiring them, draw me a picture, he instead called it an amplifier for human imagination. No, the fuck it's not. See, that's how I know you're using it. The way I know that, like I said, they're using it behind the scenes to replace people. All right, again, AI replacing people isn't straight up just somebody working as a concept artist and you fire them because you can use AI. It's using AI to do that job and never hiring them in the first place. I'm dropping gems on you niggas, pay attention. And again, that's why I said I'd have to be there on the day-to-day. Sony Pictures Movies has invested more than $50 million in AI across production planning. Ooh. Yeah, intergalactic to stellar, blah blah blah. If Neil Druckmann don't say, hey, I'm gonna clap your fucking position, nigga, I'm gonna hang you by your fucking feet and beat you with a baseball bat for 10 hours if I catch you using AI, the Heretic Prophets gotta have a bunch of AI slop. Sony's video arm is collaborating with Elden Ring publisher Bandai Namco to research how generative AI can help creators in video production. So again, I don't need to read anymore. The Heretic Prophet is probably gonna have some AI slop in it.
Get the fuck out of here!
Google's AI search results will now turn to Reddit for expert advice. This is another reason why I said when it comes to those AI overviews, the best thing therefore is just pulling sources. Because if you like, alright, the thing that AI is good for is pulling up a list of sources. It's not good at telling you what those sources actually said. It's good at giving you a list of sources and basically being faster Google. Because with Google back in the day, so to speak, whenever you Google something, you would actually have to crawl through each and every web page by yourself. All AI does is pull those web pages and put them in a cute little interface or a little chart or whatever that makes it quicker to crawl through. Via a new section that can appear in AI responses, Google will display a preview of perspectives from public online discussions. Oh my god, no. Niggas already don't think for themselves. Now Google's gonna give you an overview telling you what to think. One thing I've been saying for like the past couple years is that when it comes to all this AI shit, not even AI shit, just the internet in general, the upside to it is the passage of information is faster than ever, but the downside of it is just because you pass along information, that doesn't mean people are actually using the information to fuel their own creativity and whatnot. One example of this that's like a silly example that's easy to look at is video games. How many people you know buy a new game that's an RPG or has something with builds or something like that? Or for example, Invincible Versus, they'll buy a fighting game and then they'll look up what's the best lineup in the game. Why don't you experiment with the different characters, learn the basics, and learn what playstyle you gravitate towards and what characters fit in that playstyle instead of trying to force yourself to play in the most optimal playstyle? Because the thing about the most optimal playstyle is that most of you will never benefit from playing the most optimal playstyle because you niggas is not going to 2K League, you're not going to Madden League, you're not going to FIFA League. A couple of them bitches don't even exist anymore. You're not finna be pro in Call of Duty, and if you do, you gonna realize that shit sucks because none of them niggas get paid. Like, you're damn sure not going to fucking Evo, and if you do, your ass is drowning in the motherfucking pools. So people do all this shit to look up the best build and shit like that, and don't learn how to play the games for themselves, learn uniqueness, none of that for themselves. And then what do you do? Especially when you learn all of that best build shit and you still fucking lose. It's like, dog, what did you do all that research for? You went to ChatGPT and told ChatGPT what's the best build for NBA 2K online, just to still get your shit spanked even with the Zens plugged in. Like, what do you be doing all this shit for? I don't get it. AI, not even AI, just the passage of information. It's a good thing for people who genuinely know how to deal with high volumes of information, but it's a downside for people who just like to use it to not think. Expert advice: do not overexpose. Oh wait. A preview of perspectives from the social media and other first-hand sources, and the sample screenshot the company provided. The section was called expert advice. A clanker will never be an expert on anything other than the experience of being a fucking clanker. And you don't have a soul, so you don't have an experience, bitch nigga. Actually, bitch nigga implies that you have an experience, bitch clanker. And includes quotes from forums, WordPress blogs, and Reddit. These were arranged above links to their respective sources, blah blah blah. Okay, do not overexpose, especially the green auroras can vary in intensity over a short period. What's the question? What question was asked to this? Okay, are you planning to use a DSLR, blah blah blah. Okay, are you planning to use a DSLR/mirrorless camera or a smartphone for your shoot? I can give you more specific gear checklist based on what you're bringing. See, that's another thing too. Another thing that the passage of information messes with is the idea of limitations. Because anybody who knows anything about art is limitations breed creativity. The most creative practices in any medium, whether it be art, coding, I don't know, being a firefighter or whatever, usually the way those things was discovered was because they didn't have the technology to do it for them, so they had to figure out clever ways to do it themselves. A lot of this AI shit where niggas could just look up a checklist of stuff really stifles a lot of people's creativity, because like I said, niggas just go, ChatGPT, please give me the answers, and they don't exercise their critical thinking muscles and think for their fucking selves. And I can't blame that entirely on AI, because there's a lot of other factors that go around that, but the conversation is AI right now, so that's why I'm saying AI in specific. Because I'm not saying that everybody has to come up with the next sliced bread idea, but like, god damn, bro, niggas not even trying to innovate on what they're currently working on, or even just come up with their unique perspective. Niggas just want the perspective that's gonna get them the win. Sometimes you're not gonna get the perspective that you think is gonna help you win, and then you're gonna win off of it. Like, sometimes you gotta give shit a chance. You know how many rappers drop a song that they thought was gonna do shit and it did crazy? Like, one example I can use is XXXTentacion's Look at Me defines the whole SoundCloud rap generation. That nigga hated that song, and he said that for most of his career. He said even when he dropped the fucking song, he hated it, and he think if he didn't go to jail, the shit wouldn't have blew up. So it's like, sometimes the shit you think ain't gonna do nothing is the thing that does something. But if you just, ChatGPT, what's the right thing to do? You're never gonna actually find the right thing. You're just gonna find somebody else's success. Message. Google will also start recommending in-depth articles at the end of AI responses for... If you give niggas the answer, they're not gonna read the article. This shit is making me mad the more I read it. But given the rapid progress of AI in general, overviews in AI mode have been pretty consistently iterated on Google. Yeah, and them shit's been trash. Chrome down. Oh, this one is more so of aware. If you are a professional AI hater and you don't want nothing AI based, nothing period on your computer, Google Chrome has been found to be downloading an AI file on your browser, and there is a way to uninstall it, but like the best way to get it the fuck off your computer completely forever is to uninstall Google Chrome from the research I've done. Because if you just set it to not up, if you have a version of Google Chrome before the update that does this, or any of the versions that do this on your computer, and you stop updates, you should be fine. But if you aren't in that situation, then uninstalling that feature, it sometimes just turns itself back on and reinstall. So the best way to deal with this, if you hate AI, stop using Google Chrome. I don't know if this affects mobile, but question mark. Oh, I thought my music stopped. Lawsuit claims Zuckerberg encouraged copyright infringement to train AI Meta. I wanted to bring this up because I've been telling y'all this for a very, very long time. Like, I don't know how many times I need to iterate it, how many times I need to say it, but when it comes to scientific advancements, majority of the time, it's a case of ask for permission after you make the discovery, after you make the breakthrough. They already got AI, and I told y'all, when it came to that TikTok AI shit, like, niggas was mad about that, but too little too late. You should have got mad when niggas first told you about this and smashed down on them niggas. Now they done had the freedom and leeway. Now they can ask you for forgiveness because they already got niggas hooked to fucking AI. Like when it comes to millennials, unless they're a millennial that strictly hates AI, them niggas is AI dick riders. So it's already too fucking late. But let's read what the lawsuit says. I'm not reading all that. The 5 publishers bringing a case to blah blah blah. McGraw-Hill is encouraged, while the writer is presumed innocent. Author Scott. This is what the plaintiffs are saying in the lawsuit, which can be found here. In their effort to win the AI arms race and build a functional generative AI model, defendants of Meta and Zuckerberg followed the well-known model: move fast and break things. The better question is, can you do anything about it now? They first illegally torrented millions of copyrighted books and journals articles from notorious pirate sites and I like how they didn't note the sites. That don't really matter. Don't snitch on niggas that ain't do shit to you. And downloaded unauthorized web scrapes of virtually the entire internet. They then copied those stolen fruits many times over to train Meta's multi-billion dollar generative AI system. You can pretty much get the rest of the sentence. Mark Zuckerberg is at the center of the allegations. Meta, at Zuckerberg's direction, copied millions of books and blah blah blah. He told them niggas to do it. Shoulder shrug. I don't know what to tell you. I just wanted to show that to say, like, hey, this is what I said. And remember when I said earlier that when it comes to, because there's more to read about in this article. And the notable thing is, there's this game that came out recently called God damn it, I accidentally clicked that. There's a game that recently came out that's a gacha game called Neverness to Everness, and a lot of people were mad that it used AI. And one thing I want to say about it is not for this studio in particular. NTE, is this NetEase? No, NTE is for Neverness to Everness. I don't know who this is made by, but I'm assuming it's a NetEase or NetEase-like company. And my thoughts on it is, you're just mad because you found out. That's all. These companies, they've been doing this shit. I said when Expedition 33 came out that this pattern of putting AI shit in the game and just hoping nobody noticed is gonna continue. But in the case of Expedition 33, I was like, in their case, I believe them when they say that they were innocent. They just tried it once and they didn't like it forever. Small companies doing the same shit. Like, they lost a sponsorship with one of the biggest content creators on the platform, that being Iron Mouse, because they didn't disclose properly that their shit had AI in it. Because they know, like I said, they're going to not tell you that they're vibe coding their shit. They're going to use AI in their shit simply because they don't want to put a big ass "do not play this game" sign on their game. They're going to lie about it more and more and more. And the sad part is, niggas going to play the games and not even know they're playing something they don't support. It's kind of like chocolate. Now hold on, I know this is going to sound tinfoil hatty, but this has been proven time and time again. A lot of you niggas is okay with eating chocolate even though it's part of a modern day slavery ring, for the simple fact that y'all don't know how fucking evil the chocolate industry is, where they're paying niggas pennies on the dollar. They should be paying these niggas, let's say $15 an hour. They're paying these niggas 10 cents an hour to be out in the hot ass African sun all day, picking those cocoa beans off of those bushes, fucking slaving over this shit all day just to barely be able to afford food and shit. It's the same thing as with this AI shit. They just don't tell you about the evil shit they're doing, because then they will be, it's like branding, a big ass branding on the front of their shit. Hey, don't use this, don't eat this. And even with all that ethically sourced chocolate type shit, you know why people don't buy the ethically sourced chocolate? It's more expensive. That's what niggas care about at the end of the day. And I'm assuming, because it's a gotcha, so 9 times out of 10, there's a free-to-play game. So those free-to-play gotcha gamers, they're over there slobbing down this fucking game because they love any free game that charges them to pay the rest of the game. I know, it sounds fucking crazy, but that's what they love. Going further with it, reports say motherboard manufacturers are in crisis as builders aren't building new rigs as much anymore. This one, I kind of wanted to look and see if there's anything interesting in it before I hop on the game. A new report suggests motherboard manufacturers are in a bad state right now. It's almost like if niggas can't buy basic PC parts, they can't build a PC. As PC builders are disincentivized from building PCs. The report, because that shit is expensive. The report from Digitimes notes a collapse for many motherboard manufacturers, claiming it is worse than previous financial crises and the first year of COVID-19 pandemic. It notes that MSI, Gigabyte, and you know what? While I read this article, should I eat during this? Nah, I might as well eat after this because I'm not doing these clips right away. It notes that MSI, Gigabyte, and ASRock are all expected to see declines in 2026 in regard to motherboard sales. See decline, nigga, I'm pretty sure they're already seeing declines. The first elements of this collapse is the memory crisis. As AI, we have the summary on that. I'm pretty sure I can skip this paragraph. We all know. What do you think? No, bitch, get this shit out my fucking face. Hold on. No, bitch. Hesse or Jesse? That's either Hesse or Jesse. It depends. Martinez from custom PC company Power GPU recently affirmed the same thing, saying the same to me, arguing it's memory, it's storage, it's multiple things that are happening, and it's not just a few $100. Stuff is going up twice the price or 3 times the price. Yeah, it used to be like $100 to get like 2-3 gigabytes. To get like 36 gigabytes of RAM. Now it's like $300 to $400. Like, that's a crazy price increase over like a couple months for it to just go like just suddenly. Like, that's fucking crazy. You priced a lot of people out of PCs even if you weren't trying to. Naturally, if the price of the components is stopping people from being able to upgrade, there's no point in buying a motherboard for the day it eventually goes back down. If the crisis lasts beyond 2027, one might assume they'd prefer to wait for the latest thing anyway. However, that's not the only factor in the crisis. Digitime notes that interest in NVIDIA's 50 series line of graphics card is lower too. Yeah, because not only did they have a bad release where they were seen as glitchy, and they were like overheating and stuff like that. Like you said, niggas can't afford it. And if niggas can't afford to upgrade, they're gonna go, you know what? This 3060, it works well. It plays my games at fucking 1440, 60. Why do I need to upgrade? I got modern hardware, and I really want like more than modern hardware. But you know, there's nothing wrong with maybe lowering the graphics of some of my games and playing at 1080. I'll be fucking fine. At least I get to play the goddamn game. And what did I always say? When it comes to hard times, because of that fat fucking orange potato in office, when it comes to times of struggle, of financial turmoil, the first thing to go is always the entertainment budget. Message. If niggas have to choose between seeing the latest and greatest TV shows, playing the latest and greatest games, so on and so forth, if niggas have to choose between that, and do I get to eat some broccoli tomorrow so that my stomach doesn't collapse in and I'm rolling over the floor going, throwing up stomach bile, niggas is not gonna choose to throw up stomach bile. Message, you niggas ever been so hungry that like you threw up? Like niggas who been through that don't like going through shit like that. And it take one time to go through some shit like that for you to go, you know what, I think I could cut off Netflix. You know what, I don't think I need Game Pass that damn bad. Do I really need to get more 2K VC, or do I need to get a bag of rice so I could put it with some of this chicken? I don't like, it's but so many times I could break this shit down, but I know that not everybody watches every video, and some people need to hear this and they haven't heard it the first time, so I need to repeat myself. But it's like, it also hurts my head because I'm seeing evidence of this over and over again, and it feels like the general public is not learning from their mistakes. And it's like, it's but so much you can do, but they put out all these short form content and all this shit to numb people's minds. That's one of the reasons why I stopped making the very fast sped up videos, because it's already brain rot to put out short videos. I'm not trying to exacerbate it more, but that's a whole different topic for another time and place. This doesn't necessarily mean companies are in trouble though. Asus, yes the fuck it does. If you keep pricing people out of buying PCs, less people are going to buy PCs, and these AI data centers aren't going to have infinite money forever, so you're really going to have to crash the prices, which could fuck over everybody in the industry once you get to a certain point. Gigabyte and ASRock similarly are looking to make money from AI. Why am I not surprised? Though AI is arguably the biggest factor in the downturn of the motherboard. Yo, next door neighbors have a fire alarm and they genuinely don't put a battery in it, and that shit has been bugging me all day because I keep fucking hearing it. I'm ready to buy some batteries and go over to them niggas and give it to them and be like, hey, beat the stereotype for me. Though AI is arguably the biggest factor in the downturn of the motherboard market, it is also a money-making machine. For how long? Again, it's new, so them niggas have infinite money, but now niggas is scratching their head like, yo, what? I gave you $1 billion. Why don't I have 2 in my hand yet? Money-making machine responsible for NVIDIA being worth $5 million. This is just them giving links to their other articles, and I told you most of my thoughts as I was going through the article. So with that being said, we will delete Wednesday and we will boot up Mouse PI. Let me make sure while I'm booting this bitch up, where did I put it? That I have everything in this playlist. Because you mind. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Damn, I've been forgetting to say it, but if you are in here and you are enjoying the content in any way, shape, or form, make sure you are spanking that like button with your dick, please. Help a brother out. Cause I see there's a couple of y'all in here sitting here watching. Use your dick to spank that like button if you have to. I need to export more of my instrumentals for the background music too when I'm talking. I really want to get something to eat, but I also really want to play this game as well. Let's hit continue game on my desk lowers. Ah! Yo, what the fuck was that noise? What was that? What the hell? Oh wait, shit, I forgot to say it. Can I go back to the... Nope. I did all that loading while my desk was lowering just to reload the game back up. Cause I gotta say my thing. I gotta say my catchphrase. My little starter phrase. I need to get a stronger light so I can have more dynamic lighting. Actually, I need to just get a new lighting stand. Honestly. That's the real solution, but that requires a lot of money I don't have. I'm not gonna lie. This what day? Ooh. Let me check. Let me check real quick. See what day it must be out. Somebody. Now make sure you spanking that subscribe button with your meat as well. After this, okay, it is good. This is my 4th time playing Mouse PI, and I can't be excited because IGN called this a 6 out of 10. I gotta get sad and I gotta go. Tomato this game, my nigga. Tomato it on my 4th day. I don't know. I only been out here for 4 days, or whatever that nigga Lil Rich the Kid said. Niggas gonna get mad when I say that. Obvious rage bait. I use the water too. Plug that. That shit genuinely, I've been hearing it all day. I've been fucking tweaking, bro. Oh wait, I think I gotta talk to that nigga.
So, did you find anything of substance?
Not sure you want to hear this, Cornelius.
That bad, huh?
Worse. The cops, they were rounding up their shrews. Not an arrest or two, more like a district-wide hunt.
Damn.
Yeah, but these weren't your run-of-the-mill, trigger-happy, cheese-chewing, law-abiding cops. Something's rotten in the police force.
They was
Stinks
the
worse than blue
bitches.
cheese on a hot day.
I know they snitch babies, but we can't call them rats. We gotta call them pigs.
Nose. They've even been locking up
Damn, they
their
quicker
own
like Michael
behind
Jackson
bars.
knows.
Must be some internal squabble to keep the honest cops from squeaking.
And the
Real?
shrews. They locked them up too?
Not that I could see. These crooked cops must be holding them somewhere else. I did find a sewer map, though, so diving into the muck is next on my list.
Oh, if what you're saying is true, this is most concerning. Those poor little rodents.
Well, I just thought about that. I wonder if changing my thumbnail midstream does anything.
Mr. Big Shot Detective. What a surprise.
Fresh off the press. You don't want to
Fuck no. Fuck no, we're not talking to him, bro. We are not talking to him. Where? Wait, I'm trying to find where this thing on my map is supposed to be. Oh, did I get a blueprint?
So, what are you gonna do next?
Tough call, but I gotta go scratch the underbelly.
Yeah, I've heard the older it gets, the more rubbing it needs.
What? No,
What?
Tammy, I meant the city subway. The rotten underbelly, the big stink.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
Yeah, what the
watch
fuck did you
yourself.
think I was talking
Back
about,
in the
gang?
day, the subway was an old cheese-like a smuggling route. But word on the street is they're still running the shady enterprise through the tunnels. But
Word?
if you're gonna go down there,
Oh my god.
Yes.
well, see, they used to have these black market workshops all over the place. Mostly full of junk I don't give a rat's tail about. But
Where is her
back
voice
when
actor from? I recognize her voice from
worked in
somewhere.
the area, I came across plans for
You
some
worked in the
seriously
area.
fancy stuff. Mostly guides to fixing rides and tuning engines, that kind of thing. Jack, I'd be really, really grateful if you find...
Say no more, kiddo. I'll keep an
I
eye out
got
for
it.
the
I'll take a
plans.
picture, bro.
Thanks, Jack. You're the bestest.
I know. I'm great. I'm Jack Off Pepper or whatever the fuck my name is. I'm the greatest nigga of all time that ever exists because I'm like that. It's me, nigga. Alright, let's use this shitty ass driver and get where we need to go. Bro, I fucking get it. I know how to follow, what you call it? A marker. My brain farted hard. Why do I have to reach all the way across my keyboard and press enter? Why can't I just like press spacebar or something for it?
The underbelly was crawling with lice. Or maybe mice. Either way, it stank worse than a campaign promise. All the grime from on top washed down here. If I wanted to find the
Hey, oh no. Devarnisher gon' boom on. Devarnisher gon' boom on. Bro, your shit smooth off, nigga. Come here, let me show you something. Oh no, I don't even need that from you. Bow. Where you going? Whoa. Where's the health back at? Alright, devarnisher. Whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, put that bitch ass nigga out of his misery, fuck nigga. I'm a little bit tired and I still got it, buddy. Okay, that's shield. Let's drink another one of these bitches. They blessing me. I'm about to see some shit. Like, damn. Okay. Just 4 pieces of cabbage. What was good? Oh. I thought that was a nigga ready to boom. I was ready to put the metal to his mouth now. Close that brace face. Throw the chop out of nigga. Nah, I think he's a race ace. That hit? Let's go. Nigga, I'm a sharpshooter. Shotgun, fuck it. And use the cover, pussy. Yeah, you niggas don't play shooters like me. Y'all niggas just run forward and shoot. Yo, game. Do I have any cheese? Sure don't.
Just right for a shrew.
Oh, pick up the little hat? Yo, I get to put a whoopty on my head. Let's go. It's a hat. Whatever.
These cheese leggers in on the shrew racket. Time to find someone higher up and squeeze them till they squeak.
I almost dozed off playing just now. I'm not gonna hold you. If that happens again, I'm low-key cut this game the fuck out. Oh yeah! Come here. Mink, bow. Come on. Who wants to smoke with me? I blew your brother's lungs up. Whoa, what this nigga's doing? Oh, that's like the first shot out of like 8 that I missed. Wait, where's the healthy pack? Where's the healthy pack? Ah! Oh, it blew my back out. Okay, hold on. Let's get it. Hold on. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's. Where? Come on. Yep, got him. Oh, I didn't think that nigga would cut me like that. I didn't think he would pop out the cut like that. Hold on. Nigga trying to hit me with a stick and then let it hit. Where's all the health packs at? Am I bugging the fuck out? Which way am I supposed to be going? This way? Oh, that's why. You know what? To make my life easier, I'm gonna keep this as like the beginning. And I'm gonna come on and play Mouse PI tomorrow because I'm a bit tired and I don't want to fall asleep or doze off or be too low energy on stream. So with that being said, tomorrow I'm gonna play Mouse PI for way longer. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure y'all hit see, that's what I'm saying, tired. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. I don't know where my energy went, but obviously it needs to go into making some food. So see y'all.